Ricky, how are you?
Oh, you're on. Oh, you're recording.
Yes.
Very well, thanks. How are you?
Thin Lizzy.
Yes.
That's a magic moment in your career, do you feel?
It's a defining moment in my career, I think, to be honest with you.
How did it come about?
Well, basically, Scott was putting the band back together, and he was over talking to Joe Elliott from Def Leppard, and he was, looking for a new vocalist, and Joe suggested me, and Scott had actually played on my first solo record, so he knew how I sang and knew me, so he thought it was a really good idea. And then Joe suggested Vivian for guitar as well, because the Leps were off the road for a while. So the two of us kind of joined the band at the same time, and that was it. Scott phoned up and asked me what I wanted to sing, and I was like, absolutely, of course, I'd love to.
You're a fan of the band, are you?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've heard there's a song from Thin Lizzy that really helped you during dark times.
Yeah, well, it's not really happening in dark times. My favourite Lizzy song is Do Anything You Want To. I just love the lyrics to it, and it always means a lot to me. I think if I had any ever doubts about doing this or what people would perceive me or whatever, I would just sort of listen to that song, and it was almost like Phil saying, just go for it, go ahead, do it.
Is it going to be played tonight?
Certainly is.
Okay. I see you in your solo shows, and you're quite entertaining, not only with the singing and the music, but talking to the public and all. Are you going to do the same tonight? Or?
No, there obviously won't be as much chatting in between songs. It's very much a rock show tonight, so we want to try and get as many of those great Lizzy songs out there as well. But hopefully it'll be entertaining, but I think the pattern between songs will be limited tonight.
You've done final solo tour before starting this.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean your solo career is in standby?
Yeah, well, it's on standby, absolutely. I mean, when Lizzy are busy, when Lizzy are busy, I'll be with them, obviously. When the band's off the road, I'll continue working on the new solo record that I'm planning to do, and I'll still go out and play some solo shows. So the two will work hand in hand together pretty well, I think.
So the single that came out before this tour is going to be part of an album?
It might be on there. I've got enough material to actually start recording, and I'm just waiting for the opportunity. And I might put the Whiskey song on there. I'll see how much other material I have.
That video has been for the Whiskey song. It's been filmed in a very special location.
It was, yeah, a very scary location. It was filmed on top of there's two cranes in Belfast, and they've been nicknamed Samson and Goliath, and they're iconic as they've been there since about the end of the 60s in the shipyards, and pretty much everywhere you go in Belfast you can see the two big yellow cranes. And when I was a little boy, I always wanted to know what it would be like to stand on top of one of the cranes, and we actually got permission from the Harland Wolff shipyard to go up and shoot a video up there. The first time it's ever been done. There's been a couple of TV shows, like Top Gear went up there and shot some stuff, but it's the first rock video. So we were only allowed to bring up one camera, and we went up there, and 400 feet above the ground we shot the video for the Whiskey song. Beautiful view of Belfast and surrounding landscape in the background. It was just amazing, really great fun.
You got material for your own album. What's happening with Thin Lizzy? Your collaboration, is it only live, for gigs, for tours?
So far at the moment it will concentrate on the live stuff, because Lizzy's got such a huge wealth of material that we can just basically go out and play that forever. But I think it's been mooted that we would like to maybe try and write some stuff, but not until a lot further down the road.
Okay, so there is a possibility that
absolutely, probably a good possibility if we can, yeah.
With Thin Lizzy going on and your solo stuff, for the almighty fans, is there any chance
No,
whatsoever?
there's not anything. I mean, I keep saying, it's no cliche, never say never, but there really isn't much going on. Everybody's in the band's off doing their own thing, and seems to be very happy doing that. So there's nothing on the horizon at all.
Okay. So in this moment of your career, as you said, is probably the finest.
Yes.
An artist always looks forward to the next goal. What's your next goal?
I'd like to keep touring with Lizzy as much as possible, and I'd like to keep making good solo records and just keep on doing what I'm doing. If I continue to have the life that I have at the moment, I'll be very happy.
Okay. Last time I met you, we found out that we're probably the only two people in the world who've never seen X Factor or American Idol.
Yeah.
Do you still feel the same way with Steven Tyler being there?
I don't think I've ever watched the full episode. I don't think I could.
Well done. Talking of music scene, do you know the Gaff in Holloway Road? Very nice little live music venue in London.
No.
And it's being replaced on Monday
really?
by Costa Coffee.
Oh, great, yeah.
What do you think of all the live venues being taken over by franchising?
You know, it's a shame that another venue's gone down. The times change, and I'm sure there'll be another venue that opens up. You know, you just got to roll with the punches and roll with the times. And ever since I've been in the music industry, people have always said to me, "Oh, it's not the same as it was 10 years ago. Oh, it's really, really hard." I've heard that my whole career, and I'm hearing that now, and I'm going, well, it's just like the music industry is always in a state of flux. It's always changing, and you can never bank on anything. I mean, if you're looking for job security, don't be a musician, and don't get involved in the music industry at all, because it just isn't really there, except for the select few. And I think it's just life. You just got to roll with it. You know, I still think people are coming out to shows. People still want to see live bands. I think people always want good music.
Another thing we said last time, I think it was before the World Cup, and you were wishing all the best to England because Northern Ireland was already out.
Right.
That didn't end up well.
No, and after the first game I stopped wishing all the best to England because they were so awful and so negative. I kind of really wanted anybody else to win, but I just thought their tactics were very, very poor and awful, and I kind of ended up rooting for the USA because I live there.
Who do you think should be the next manager?
Who should be the next manager in England? I think it should be... Let me think about it. Give me a second.
Yeah.
I think it should be... I don't know. Actually don't know. I think... I think would be a good manager in England would be... eventually it would be David Beckham. But I don't think he's ready yet. I think he's the only player that I've ever really seen play for England that really has pride in putting on the English shirt, and he just gives his all every time. I think he'd be a good manager.
How are you feeling?
Good, thanks.
Tonight?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Anything else you'd like to say?
Hi, Mum.